Yo, what's up people, Tasaran here, and welcome back to the Wrath of the Lich King on Warmane, Lordaeron with a Hunter. Will be a DK later on. We are level 8. The road to level 10 is here, where we get to finally get our pet. That's what we want. Next milestone, level 10, get our pet, lovely jubbly. So we got 2 quests to hand in. One of them is to head back to where the enchanting trainer is, by the pond or supplier, and offer ourselves some sweet XP for finally getting to hand that in, and then head on down to Fairbreeze. But I think what would probably be better, I think what we'll do is we'll stick it on full. I think what would be better is to head to Fairbreeze and then use the... Does Fairbreeze have a flight path? I know it does eventually, but I've kind of got a feeling that the first flight path is actually Ghostlands. I can't remember, if I'm honest. I mean, it's still yellow at the moment. I'd rather hand it in while it is yellow, rather than wait for it to go. We'll go hand it in. We'll go hand it in. And then if we have to come back to Silver Moon, well, there's no if about it, we will have to eventually. Then so be it. But we'll hand that in. Then we'll head to Fairbreeze and we'll crack on. In fact, I've got a few stuff that I've sent over from another character. Just a few odds and tits that I got from boosting someone, and I ended up getting a little something. So I've sent it over. It's not a lot. Burnished Cloak for level 13. Got a level 21 potion. Silver ore. Tin ore, you know, it's all stuff that I'm going to be using, but not yet. So a visit to the bank. We have got our as far as our professions go, we've got our tracking rather sort of on and ready to go, although
state your business.
Not seen a lot at all. Not at all. Magister's pouch, another 4-slot bag.
The reckoning is at hand.
Thanks ever so much. But 550 XP. That's not to be laughed at. Really, that's a good step in the right direction. Now I also got this 10-slot unique Fellsteed saddlebags. The boost was in Shadowfang Keep. That was off one of the horses in the centre. I tried equipping it because it's a 10-slot bag, it's an upgrade, lovely jubbly, but for some reason I might as well just show you, ain't I? For some reason, and I've done /reload, it didn't fix it at all. If I take that off and put that in there, it doesn't open it. I can't click on it to open it. If I click on there, no, it seems to just miss that one. So I don't know whether or not that's bugged to buggery. I don't know. A real shame, because I would have, you know, I was like, oh, 10-slot bag, I'll have some of that. I know it's unique, but it's not soul bound, or I wouldn't have been able to send it. So a little bit upsetting, but the closest bank to the front entrance is right here. So this is the one I'm going to use. Let's stick that in.
The eternal sun guides us.
Now what I'm hoping, since I've spent a whole 10 silver on it, no, it just doesn't work. Just doesn't work. So we're going to stick a 4 slot in there. Because why not? The tin ore can go in there. The silver ore can go in there. Or vice versa, rather. That can go in there. Then go up there. In fact, I usually put all the stuff sort of in reverse order. Level wise. So when I take one out, it just leaves it. Wool cloth I'm not going to need at the moment. We'll chuck that up the top. That I'm just going to vendor it. I'm pretty sure there's not a lot of jewel crafting that requires linen cloth, so I will be going ahead and just making my bandages ready for when we get a pet. All this is so exciting. Doing something that's not just not something we've done in a long time, really. I mean, when I was on Warmane before, we was Alliance anyway. Again. So it has been an exceptionally long time since I've done anything here. The only thing I'm a little bit apprehensive about is being back on a PvP server. Ganking is going to take place, which is going to really ruin a few of the zones, you know, like Stranglethorn Vale, Hillsbrad Foothills, maybe, depending on how much of it I actually do. And notice I'm not going round, I am going straight through to stick to the path. Purely, well, just want to. We need some XP. That's why we're here. I am going to go for a few of the Dragon Hawk things because I do want the eggs. Oh. I do love how Blood Elves swing the big two-handed weapons, and it does make the sort of combat animation, like as a DK in particular, pretty cool. No line of sight. Now why would you pick that one? Let's go for that one. This should be the last one. Want to get a move on. Want to get the fair breeze. Ideally, I'd love to have some bigger bags. This is the, you know, the downfall with hunters. You lose a whole bag slot, which is potentially 16 to 18 slots, which is a real, you know, it can really affect how much loot you get. How much loot you can carry determines how often you need to go back to a vendor and whatnot, and ooh, it can affect things. It can affect things. Because I know the few quests when we get to Fairbreeze, there's a few that I like to do before I ever head back, so no. Ooh. And try and keep a little bit more of a, you know, pay a bit more attention to the mini-map. I may well have missed some ore, but as far as I can tell at the moment, none. You know, I do kind of try and look to the places where I know I should get Gatherer, really. And speak of the bugger, we got some action here. A couple. Oh no. Easy enough. The new range is different because where we can now shoot from 5 range rather than the yard rather than the 8 like you do in classic. So you tend, it's so much easier to get a shot off as you're running away. That is going to make a big difference in PvP. A big difference. Now I've seen several ore. I can't turn it down. I know I'm going to get quests, and I know a lot of quests are going to come this way. But I just can't risk it. You know, get them now, and perhaps when I do come back down here, they'll be back. And even when I stop needing these ores, which is going to be a while, yeah, I've got to be honest, but when I do stop, I'm not going to stop farming them up, because my intention is to, when I do turn to DK at 55, is to take up engineering, because I want it to be a replica of the first DK I ever made, which was a blood elf DK, and his profession was engineer, and I kept on going till I got the helicopter flying mount. That's kind of my end, or one of my end goals for this series. And it's something that I want to do rather than something that's just for the series. So that gives it a higher, straight away, just a higher chance of success. Because I kind of get into it, and you know, with a lot of these WoW characters, you know, because I do different characters because I try to do not the same series over and over again, although a lot of them have duplicated quite a few times. It is a tall order, and it is a lot to commit to, and the way I figure it, for those that are watching, you know, you're kind of watching WoW gameplay. They're pretty much mostly very similar anyway. So it was like, well, what does it make much of a difference what I'm playing at the time, unless there's something particular
Glory to the Sindori.
about a particular class that you particularly wanted to see. But then I think stuff like that would then really come under the standalone videos on that particular subject or question, rather than an entire one to whatever the max is at the time.
Farewell.
I just think from my perspective, when I've got limited time to play and limited time to do whatever, I need to do stuff that I'm actually going to enjoy and want to do. Not to say I don't like the priest, I do like the priest. And priest is my go-to healer class. I think I'm just getting burnt out on classic. You know, I will go back and forth.
We will have justice.
But at the moment, I've got a bit of a bug, and I do need to get it out of my system.
Keep your wits about you.
Okay, so I haven't really been sort of discussing much on any of that while I've been doing it, because it's pretty straightforward. I've just gone ahead and got all the quests. Now we've got trade supplier in here. That's lovely jubbly. But one of the quests is a hand in just up here. So I'm just going to do that so it's done and dusted, and that opens up another quest which I can get started on when I'm over the other side.
The eternal sun guides us.
Now it's been a while, so bear with me, the order might not be that perfect. But with a bit of luck, close enough. Okay, so I just want to just see what I've missed. He gratched him. I'm assuming he leveled up or done something. I don't know. Whatever it was, here, grats. Another ore just over the ridge. I think it's a bit of a drop though. Oh no. Yeah, it might. Yeah, it's going to be. Yeah, it's a drop. Lovely. Okay, so if memory serves, out of these quests that we have here, I'm just going to get up here. I need to find another sort of quest add-on that doesn't interfere with all tracking and tell me what to do and when to do it. I just want something that just looks nice and is easy to track, especially when I put this up, which is pretty cushy. Okay, so I don't need to track everything I ever pick up straight away. I just don't. But we're going to start off with the pelt collection. This is going to be our big one that's done over the course of while we're doing all the others, simply because from what I can remember the drop rate is just awful. Just awful. Wretched Hooligans we will be doing, but not quite yet. Sathel's Haven, yes, we will be doing that one as well. So what I'm going to be doing is the pelts. The whole time I'm going to do is I'm going to run to the Haven, hand that in, get that job to good, and then I'm going to come up here at the top where the Murlocs start and pick up and do a couple of quests there. Then that will incorporate the Hooligans and Thugs. That's pretty much what I'm going to be doing now. And that sounds like a solid episode's worth, I think. But so before we do run off, we'll just make sure we can see everything. I want to get rid of all crap. Let's go to the trade supplier. Going to get rid of those saddlebags because clearly they don't work. I don't know what's done it, bugged it. I have done the resets and reloads and all that. It's not fixed it, so I wouldn't have had it anyway. Not a problem. Let's go ahead and make some heavy linen bandages. And I'm confident enough that that is all I'm going to need. So I can sell these and free up another couple of bag spaces. Lovely. Okay, so we're now ready to learn the next sort of stage up, Journeyman. But we can't learn wool until 80 anyway, so it's all good. We'll just stick with that. Any recipes or nothing? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Nothing at all. I also want to see if we can get some proper mana regen, so make this my home. Yes. Don't be daft. Yes, you do. Browse the goods. So the next one's level 15. We've got a while yet, so we can get... I'll get a stack. Get rid of the water. Nice. See, I'm a little bit worried now. If I spend an entire 1 gold 80 on that, it'll be a major kick in the nuts if it didn't work. I mean, these worked. But it's 1 gold 80 for 2 slots. That's all I'm gaining, 2 slots. So I'm thinking, probably not. No, we'll leave it. When it comes to bags, you are better off in an auction house.
What business have you?
There's something I need. Because there is a quest where you get something from everywhere, and I'm pretty sure there was like fireworks from this dude. Whether or not that's original Wrath or something to come in after, I'm not sure. What was that? But look, that copper vein's back. So I'm gonna get it. And another one. But it's okay, this is the direction I wanted anyway. We've got a couple of the lynxes. And I have purchased the recipe for the lynx meat as well, so the meat we get off these is also going to help us level our cooking. All in all, just killing these is a good idea. As bad as that sounds, they're all going down. I love how quickly you pick stuff up as well. I was getting such lag in Classic for some reason, you know. I don't know why, but the lag I got in Classic was fucking awful. And then you got this one, global server. None of this region specific bollocks. Lag absolute brilliant. So I ain't getting any. You know, and that's not time of day or anything on Classic. I've always got sort of around anywhere between 200 to 400 millisecond delay. Always have had on Classic. And there's just no reason for it. No reason at all. I do hope the volumes are okay. At the moment I can barely hear the music. Is that any better? I know it comes across as like really loud to me, but not too loud in the video, so I think sometimes I might have it a little bit too quiet. Just so I can hear myself think, and then I'll put the video on and it's like, fucking hell, I can't hear nothing. Right, that is surprising. Usually that, or from, yeah, usually that's a fucking chore, that quest. I'm sure it is. But we managed to get those pelts incredibly quickly. Now I wonder if that ore was at the bottom. It did look more like it, didn't it? Yeah, it is. Oh, never mind. We'll hand in Sathel's Haven, which is just over here. I think that was right, isn't it? Soltherol. Yeah. Close enough.
The dark times will pass.
Okay, acquire a bottle of, yeah. This is it. Gets you
Lordaeron.
something from everywhere. So we've got an alchemy and enchanting trainer here. Very nice. And we'll get this ore, and the one we saw down the bottom. Oh, there's another one to the left as well. Right, okay, so what started off as a really slow start, like I said, especially that bit up where we're going to see the Murlocs, all the ores you get. There is loads. So sorry if it seems like I'm grinding out the professions, but by the time I get to level 10 and 11, that's like the lowest level rings you can wear, so I want to have them, and I know that a lot of guildies are going to be crying out, because I'm the only jewel crafter in the guilds. And considering the size of our guild, that's not difficult. But it is going to be down to me to supply the guild with jewellery and any little stat increase that I can possibly give them. See, at the moment, the guildies are very much any greens, chucking them in the thing, and then if anybody is like, yeah, I'll have that, and then we just send the stuff to each other. It's always been something I've been very proud of, in the guild. Very generous, very helpful. Okay, so we're not going to be doing those two quests just yet, although if we find any of Kurgyo's gold, well worth picking that up. But we've got some more ore. I'm loving it. How many we got? And they're now stacking 20s. Oh. I mean, I'm going to need a lot of ore, because there's going to be what I need to smelt, what I need to prospect, and prospecting takes up 5 ores to get a gem, and then any left over chuck over to my DK when I get there, or I'll be just sticking it in a bank for now. But oh, look at it, 2 next to each other, and I remember these. So nice. Look at it. Only got the one out of that one. That's a bit bloody feeble. That's a bit better. Starting gathering our stones again. Okay, look at this. Oh, look at this. +1 agility, +1 stamina. Overall, better. So we'll stick those on straight away. Quest item up there. Lovely. Okay, so we got the quest. Just up on this ridge. And I think it's Murloc heads? Is this for the heads?
Our enemies will fall. Farewell.
Yes. Yes, it is. But I got distracted with another ore. This is wicked. How many can I make now? 39. Bonus. Now this would be easier, but they're so close net. Now the aggro ranges that I noticed earlier on were a bit harsh. You pulled one, and a couple came over that was like, why? What aggroed you? Nowhere near me. Please tell me. One. Okay, so apparently not every Murloc has a head. So that's going to make things a bit more interesting. We can grab you. These oracles. Seers. I mean, we do have the bonus now that if we do come up against any casters, they're staying at range, so we will be doing more damage on them anyway. Sorry, I can't fucking hear anything. Oh, shut up. That's so loud. I need a coffee. Sorry. Just wet the whistle. Right. Yes, thanks. Same as ever. Right, so I'm a little bit concerned about how many of these I'd actually pull. Let's see. It's not too bad. Oh, no, they're not melee. Okay then. And we got a few. Let's make our escape. And we're safe to run this way. Nice. Okay. We took 3. Didn't even come down to half damage. So that's very nice. Okay, we've got a green axe. Tom a hawk of strength. So is it better? 5.8 plus 1 strength. So it's only going to be really helpful in melee, but is a higher damage per second. It gives us plus 1 strength. The only downside is the top end damage. The one we have, because it's a two-hander beast, it's got the top end of 15, which is more helpful for Raptor Strike, but only a level a bit away from a pet. How much does it cost? Oh, 96 copper. I won't equip it just yet because I don't feel a major need. And see how it goes. If it was like the Tomahawk of Agility or Tomahawk of Stamina even, I think that would have been something, but so 2 more heads going well. Then as soon as we hand that in, we will get the quest for Mmmmrrrggglll. get the ring. So good. Please have the last ring in there. Or head. Yes! Let's get out of here. And I wanted to pay particular attention to this quest, because if you've not got quest here and you don't know it's here, you don't come up this way at all. There's no reason to come up this way, so you can miss this quest. And it's 2 quests, really. And
Death to all who oppose us.
especially with, you know, the copper ore that you get around this way, it's, you don't want to really miss it. So I wanted to kind of make sure I included this quest, or these Murlocs specifically. You know, there's a couple more over on the eastern side, you know, on the eastern side of Silvermoon. On the outside, it's, you know, down by the shore, and again, not a lot of reasons to go there, so very easily missed. Yes, yes, bring the pain. Beautiful stuff. I gotta be honest, I am loving the amount of copper we're getting. It just seems such a shame that I can't do anything with them for ages until I go back. Hey mate. Just put it out there. I hate getting whispers. I just talking guild chat. Don't send me whispers. Whispers do that chime thing. How are you getting on? Just let no. Right, just let him know I am actually recording, so he knows. Right, so Mmmmrrrggglll. And Mmmmrrrgggl's over here, and it's really cool. You kill Mmmmrrrggglll, and all the other Murlocs like run in fear. So if you do sort of find your way fighting sort of in deep, as soon as you killed him, they all flee. So you do have a chance to run out. So if you do pull a pack along with Mmmmrrrggglll, focus on Mmmmrrrggglll if you can. Is that him? No. But we do have the quest for Captain Kelsendra's cargo. Now that was from the drop. You saw me opening that up. Yeah, that's a drop from anywhere, but there's Mmmmrrrggglll. Now ideally, because I've got to get these crates first, and some of them are actually on the floor. There you go. There's a couple there. You don't have to be... They don't have to be from kills, but I would prefer it if Mmmmrrrggglll was the last one I killed, and I took quite a bit of damage off of those two that time. A bit worrying. In fact, that was a waste of a heavy linen bandage. What we should be doing is getting some buff food. Now this was given to me by someone just random in the world. They gave me a 8-slot bag and a stack of these crunchy surprise. +4 stamina, +4 spirit for 15 minutes. That's better than a kick in the bollocks. I did say leave him till last, but in all honesty, he's right fucking there. That's not good. I'm taking loads of damage. Wow, loud. That was close. Oh, looks like I pulled another. Oh. Little bit much. Right, move those up. Malachity. Nice. Okay, nothing run when he died then. Nothing at all. I was kind of hoping if they did start all fleeing, you know, there's 2 of them I can pick up there. I think we got enough bag space. This will be so much easier once I get wing clip. But even so, it's a lot easier than what it was on Classic. You've literally just got to take a couple of steps and that's it. You're good to go. Just try and make sure I get a Serpent Sting on the second one, just so that's starting to work its magic. Oracle with Flash Heal, that's not good. Ding! Level 9. So far, that is the first cargoes I've picked up. That's worrying. It's just too many there. By the time I've come close to clearing that, ready to pick up the cargo, they'd already started respawning. Because that is something that is a thing on this server, unfortunately. And a lot of private servers. Spawn times are a little out of whack. I think it's just if they're paired in general, rather than actual aggro range. That's not good. Please kill it. Thank you. Oh, just missed. but not really running out of mana. Already looted. Okay. Not complaining, we only need 2 more. Yeah, this might... And I'm gonna die. Oh, lovely jubbly one left. Not that one. That one. So whether or not it drops is irrelevant. I'm about to finish this quest. Yeah. Because who else hates Murlocs? I'm not the only one. We don't like Murlocs. Perfect. Okay, so how are we doing for bag spaces? Lovely. Oh, excuse me. Right, so now that's done, we're actually going to head on over and hand it in. Just hand that shit in. And then we can work on our thugs and armaments and handing those 2 in and getting another quest for a little something else and going up in the tower, and it's going to be a blast. Absolute fucking blast. In fact, I'm going as far as to say that once this corner of the quests are done, we'll be level 10. That's my prediction, my hope, my aim, my goal. Now we've only just turned 9. But we'll have to see how it goes. Can't remember what I get out of this, but it's got to be nice, isn't it, surely? Ring of Mmmmrrrggglll. Oh yes, look at this. Straight away, 1.1 damage per second increase. Just overall nice. Not going to turn that down. Stick him on. I don't know how much of an increase overall that's given us. 9.9. 11.2. On the grand scale of things, that is actually a significant difference. Right, so the armaments that we need, little crates, boxes all over the place. But I'm going to get them on the way to killing the hooligans and thugs. And we've got some other players down here. There's one. Obviously on the same quest, so we are in competition. So no hanging about, and hopefully he won't nick everything, you know, whilst we're killing. because that's annoying, isn't it? When you're clearing an area and then someone takes the chest, or you know, whatever gathering profession or whatever, well, you know, whatever it is that you're there, you know, someone comes along and you think, I ain't fucking clearing it for you, man, am I? You prick. Okay, you want him? That's fine. Okay, so we need what? A few of each, innit? Is it 5 of each? Yes, it is. Yep. The Hunter's Mark? Dead fucking giveaway, mate. You want him? You can have him. To be fair, these are weak as piss. Now he went for the one that was closest to that, so I'll let him pick it up if he still needs it. Is he? Yes. Yes, he is. That was a waste of time. I don't want that there. It's not actually often I find an opportunity to need it. Is that another healing potion? Lovely. That replaces the one we lost against the Murlocs. But still, no different. We are not running out of mana. I mean, when we get more skills later, yeah, of course we're going to run out the fucking lot. But nearly missed you. That's interesting. Right, so we got 2 thugs and a hooligan. The hooligan's only level 6, which means it will die quick, so I'm gonna... Nice. We have a leather vest that's green. I'm pretty sure the one we have at the moment isn't. 1 agility, 2 stamina. Fucking right, put it on. Oh, that's good. Ooh. Perfect. So now we're literally just killing for XP and to clear the path for 4 more of the armaments. I think we have better luck going the other way. That rogue is clearly He's helped himself. Got 4 more empty bag slots. So we're still doing okay there. But then saying that, there is actually a vendor at that little quest hand in around the corner. So I think we're going to be okay just to pick up whatever we like. I'm not seeing many of the armaments on the floor. There's one up there. I can get that one. These hooligans are great. Only level 6. Bosh. Dead. You know, not a lot of XP, but you know, considering what we started with, I think there's a very high possibility that we're going to hit level 10 when we've done these quests. Once we've handed a couple in, we'll have to go to the top of this particular building to kill a named one. Not the easiest, has to be said. Now, I know there's usually one in a boat. There it is. And that leaves us with a solid 2. Let's check the depths. I mean, I would say not worry, because we have to go back to the top of the spire anyway. But in all honesty, I don't know which of the quests that leads on to that. It's not, I'm pretty sure it's not the Thugs and Hooligans, because that's back at Fairbreeze Village. Found you. Awesome. I'm going to take a wide swim back because I know that the ores that do spawn on this bank. Yeah, there's one there. Can't say no to it. Can't say no to it. Get a drink. Nice. I am so looking forward to smelting the shit out of our copper supply at the moment. We are really doing well. Like, I am playing, we are really doing well. In fact, we've got enough now to start making the rough stone statues. Now these take 8 stone each, which is insane, but they do provide us with a bit of healing. Absolutely next to useless once we've got our pets, really. So it's either make them now, use them now, or just don't bother.
State your business.
Really. Right, let's hand this one in.
The reckoning is at hand.
And the next one.
We will have justice.
Okay, they're both the exact same costing. Is that something that was sorted out in Wrath, where all the items give the same money? I don't know, but that was the one that triggered the next part.
Farewell.
So yeah, good job we cracked on. Now there's some ore up there. And unfortunately for you guys, I consider that a priority at the moment. So sorry, bear with me, I'm getting it. Oh! Now we can make our way up to the top of the spire. Okay. For some reason, Haya is letting me know that he's out of mana. Poor Haya. But the amount of times I've been out of mana and he's gone straight on into the wall, and I know you're going to see this, Haya, so I've got no sympathy for you, mate. Just know that I find that funny. Nice. I didn't want to start running around like a lunatic in here because I don't want to pull everything. Wow, you spawned quick. Fuck off. Okay, so as they are respawning quick, well, that means there's more than one here. Don't actually think we got our level 8 skills either. Okay, close. We have run out of buff, but I daren't sit down. Okay, we're okay. Just cannot get used to this aggro range. Okay. Now, because that rogue was here, I'm assuming he's on the same quest. And knowing rogues, probably stealthed all the way to the top. Yes, another mining potion. Brilliant. That means I don't have to worry about... Because at the moment I'm not using it because it's like, oh, I've only got the one. Which is silly really, because it won't be long before our hit points are at a level where minor healing potions just don't do anything. Got all of them, didn't I? Those fireballs hit hard. I know that it's hard to judge because it's round where the line of sight would have been. So I decided it'd be better just to shoot and just leave it. Chances are there's going to be a fair bit of fighting I'm going to need to do on the way back. Not too bad so far. Perfect. Perfect. Look at that, really running running out of bag space. Still going well. 4.5 bars, 9.5 minutes apparently. But we have got some quests to hand in. In fact, look at that, nearly all of it. I love it when the quest log says it just says complete all the way down. And all these other quests aren't near us, so yeah.
Our enemies will fall.
Yeah, it looks like it's those ones, doesn't it?
Lordaeron.
And I actually quite like the look of those as well.
Glory to the Sindori.
The white sort of snowy fur. I quite like that. Yeah, look at that. That is so good. How many eggs do we have? 5. Not bad. It's been quite a productive episode, really. You know, we've cleared that whole northwest corner, really, other than the completing the Sathel's Haven. But I think the last one's the Spring Pour Appetizers. And I think they're either over here or it's the ones from the Ghostlands. I know one of them's in Silver Moon. Fireworks are from the general stores here, so I'm going to pick that up now before I forget. Now the real downer on this quest is that it does fill your bags full of shit. There it is, bundle of fireworks. We'll get that. Ooh. So we know that one's done. We're going to sell that. Oh yeah, sell that. A cloth robe. Yes.
Keep your wits about you.
The eternal sun guides us.
Ooh, it's not as good. Nope. Can't really tell anything there. So 16, 27, 33.
Remember,
We'll just go with the 33. You know, the cloak we've got is grey, but it is better, so. And look at that, look how close we got to level 10.
The dark times will pass.
Oh yeah, ding, level 10. So of me saying, yeah, I think these quests, we should get level 10, just the last quest. Thank you.
State your business. Keep your wits about you.
Okay, so we'll pick these up.
The dark times will pass. Time is of the essence.
Now to get the pets. You are not wrong, buddy. You are not. You are not wrong. Okay, so that was a fantastic slog of just breezing through. So I'm going to say that's a good enough place to leave it. And so thanks an awful lot for watching. Yeah, thanks an awful lot for watching. I do really appreciate it. Let me know what you think in the comments. And join me in the next one when we are going to be... What should we be doing? We're going to be smashing out the level 10... You know, we're going to get our skills, well, for level 8 and level 10. Don't expect me to have a lot of gold by the end of it. And we'll be working on getting our pet quest done. And getting the pets. Now the pets are different. We don't have to worry about so much the beast training and getting skills and all that lot. So it means what we need to do is be a little bit choosy as to what pet we're actually going to get to start off with. I'm thinking just get a flat out tanking pet. Although we are on a PvP server, I'm thinking going for the tanking. Just to smash out the levels, just to smash them out, because that's what we know and love. And I don't know, I'll have a look, because I ain't got a clue. So thanks again, and I'll see you all in the next one.